Check that Fairfield area weather forecast. Partly sunny today, high 90. Clear and 70 tonight, mostly sunny, 92. For Sunday, sunshine, high 92. Monday, partly sunny with a high 92. Overnight low 67. Yesterday's high was 87. Currently, humidity is at 85%. Winds are calm. The pressure at 30.18 and holding. Sunshine right now. We've got 77 at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Oh.
What
That's
are
right.
you doing?
Somebody's got this thing. There I am. Okay, fine. The cameras are all messed up. Double D was in here partying yesterday afternoon, apparently, and bumped all the cameras.
Well, you know, he was
pretty distraught after not getting a piece of that pork burger pizza. Let me tell you what these guys did. By the way, good morning.
Good morning.
For this Founders Day weekend here in the land of milk and honey and about 5 foot of bottomland water.
We started it off in fine form yesterday, the Founders Festival, with some, because we found some pork burger pizza.
It was great. Colin McDuffie's here. We're going to reveal who this person is next to us here in a few seconds. Colin, of course, McDuffie is well known here in Greater Fairfield, urban, downtown Fairfield, and points to the north.
Now, you're related to Freud.
I am.
Frood.
Yeah.
Frood.
Yeah.
Frood. Hayden Frood McDuffie.
That's another inside joke. You're going to have to explain this before it's over
Well,
with.
you know, back in baseball season, we were doing Mules baseball.
So just for a moment.
Somebody got hit in the head, and Frood walked out there and tried to do the concussion protocol by waving his hands in front of his face.
His own face. His own face.
Which makes no sense whatsoever. So let me just recap where we are and where we're going, okay? Colin McDuffie's here. He's our guest today on this Friday. Beautiful Friday morning, just a gorgeous morning. Mark Turner across the controls over there, in control of the operation. And, of course, I'm Mike Dreeth. And
and I'll tell you this. You're darn lucky, Colin, that Mike and Jeff Vaughn picked up the slack there, because you didn't bring any food in this morning.
I know. That's
and you know
about
what have happened? You know what would have happened? We would not have been very Colin friendly.
No.
If you would have done that.
no.
So what happened? What happened? The boss.
He ponied up.
I bought, and Vaughn, on his way in to find out who's been jailed in downtown, has gone through to capture some egg McMuffins and other things so that we can keep the streak going of food on morning coffee.
Well, yeah.
Well, I heard talk of donuts yesterday, so I thought if they were donuts, I didn't want to bring too much food.
You can
and
never.
I don't think that would ever be a possibility here, Colin. So anyway, this is what these guys did. They were so mad about the day before, last Thursday. Last Thursday, you weren't here.
I weren't here, but I weren't here.
You weren't here. And what happened is Matt Kinney sent out 4 pork chops. 4 pork chops to the station after the Rotary lunch a week ago Thursday. And taters and
potatoes.
dessert.
Wow.
And dessert.
Wow.
That got here at 1:10.
And at 1:14, everything was gone.
Double D inhaled it. So what did they do? Matt Kinney comes in yesterday with a delicious. Colin, would you adjust that, please? Because it's obvious that I cannot get my full range of motion in here.
It's an ego thing with him.
All right, so he brings in pork burger pizza after we had suggested it the day before, because it's like the Magic Kingdom. This is like Disney. You dream it and it becomes real. And Matt Kinney brought in pork burger pizza.
And
it was
Fairfield
delicious.
is the magic porkdom.
Yeah, true.
And so, what these guys did, there were 2 pizzas. They made sure there was, and half of one of them had pickles on the top.
And I thought the Monterey Jack cheese and the pickles
It
was
was brilliant.
Worked well.
It was brilliant.
Yeah.
They left a little bit of crust and a pickle for Double D. And you should have heard the disgust on his voice.
But to be now, let me make this clear. We did not scarf down those 2 pizzas. We shared with
Right.
everyone.
Yeah.
But nice point. Nicely played, my friend.
Yeah, we did not
But I mean,
No gluttony
always.
here.
No, I mean they're double. They're taking. They got pizza in each hand. You know what I mean? So it was
I
great.
had one piece, and Teresa over there, you better get you another piece.
I had one piece. I
was getting one piece, and you forced me to have another one
Well,
because you
yeah.
threw it on my plate. But we made sure everybody
By the way,
got some.
the other thing that was interesting that we need to talk about this morning was that yesterday when we played the hit Betty Davies' Eyes. I'm going to have to talk to Double D about that. It's not Betty Davies' Eyes. What was Kim Carnes did that
Kim
song.
Carnes, yeah.
Kim Carney's. All right. Well, Colin's here. Colin, if you recognize the voice,
let me
go
get
ahead.
this too. We're just funning with Derek.
Oh.
I mean, we're just having fun. I mean, we're not.
No,
we're
there's
not
no
trying to be
animosity
mean or
there.
mal- or
No, he's a
animosity
good
or
sport.
anything. Yeah, we're
Absolutely.
just having some fun.
And there's no food for you left after
Right.
this morning either, Derek.
So
But Colin's here.
we
Colin,
might leave him half of a English muffin or something, or just a little bite of something. Just
that would just continue the cruel streak in your mind. Colin McDuffie is here. Colin is a senior at University of Southern Indiana, studying broadcasting, and also with a goal of becoming possibly a teacher in his future. And he's the one.
what are you going to teach?
History. I have a history major
Oh,
as well
okay.
as radio.
Does
and
that voice
television.
sound familiar when he said history?
I know.
He's the voice
Of history isn't a mystery.
that's on with the cooperation written by the Wayne County Historical Society, and you agreed out of the kindness of your heart, because I wouldn't pay you anything, to come in and voice those. And so those are on each weekday morning, a little before 7 o'clock. And there's the voice right there. He does a great job. Thank you so very much for doing that for us.
It's no problem. I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Fairfield and Wayne County as a whole have a rich history that I feel like more people need to know.
There is a lot more history in Wayne County than I ever thought.
Oh yeah,
Oh, and the stories are wonderfully
they are.
written.
One of my favorites that I've ever done played today about Jesse and Frank James.
yeah,
coming to Reinhard.
Reinhard.
And
Or Renard.
right, Bernard.
They could get away with that.
It's-
Either one of them.
It's crazy, and you wouldn't. I didn't know that, and that's something that you wouldn't know.
A lot of people don't realize
Right.
that Betty Davies is from Reinhard. You might want to put that into your next history, isn't it, Mister?
True.
She's got some pretty cool eyes, too, by the way. I thought I'd just mention that. Anyway, in my hands, I have the bucket of bunk.
We want the bunk. Give us the bunk.
Oh, you're going to get the bunk. That's what you're going to get. Mel Brooks, born this date. He's 93 today.
Genius.
Yes. His real name
Genius.
is Melvin Kaminsky. I don't know if you realize that.
Brooks just flows better.
Your Show of Shows was where he started back in the 50s, the early part of TV. He also was, of course, with, I think it was with Reiner. He did the 2,000-Year-Old Man. He co-wrote with Buck Henry Get Smart
Really, I didn't know that.
in the mid-1960s.
Okay.
These are all before your time, Colin. Just shake your head like you know what I'm talking about.
I've seen
okay?
Get Smart.
Okay.
Blazing Saddles.
He's not talking about the movie.
No,
that
this
was
is
out
the TV
recently.
show.
This
Right,
Is the
right.
Okay.
Co-wrote, I told you that, Blazing Saddles, 1974. They could not make Blazing Saddles today.
No.
That kind of comedy,
Definitely
unfortunately,
not.
is gone. And Young Frankenstein, the same year. He did both those the same year. Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein in 1974.
Also, History of the World Part 1.
Yes.
We never saw a Part 2.
Nope.
But we saw History of the World Part 1.
High Anxiety in
And
77.
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs in 87.
May the Schwartz be with you.
He's won an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. Very few people can say that.
Yeah, that's true.
He was a corporal in the 78th Infantry. That he must have really hacked somebody off, because this was his job. He defused landmines at the Battle of the Bulge. Ooh. That is not a very pleasant job. It doesn't have. There's not a lot of people that go on from corporal after defusing bombs, landmines.
No.
He married Anne Bancroft. Remember her? She was in the movie The Graduate.
Yep.
She was Mrs. Robinson in The Graduate. And they married in 64 and stayed married until she passed away in 2005.
You know, I'm surprised that's one of those movies they haven't remade.
The Graduate?
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh, you know it's coming.
They can't come up with an original idea in Hollywood, so that'll be next. They'll find somebody. They'll find somebody to. I don't think you could improve that. But the music, the acting, Dustin Hoffman and Bancroft. Remember what the key word is. Plastics.
Plastics.
That's what.
Right.
That was the key word when you get a. Remember that, Colin. Write that down.
Plastics.
Plastics.
Okay?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
now
Got
it's
it.
not plastics anymore. It's polymers.
Polymers.
I don't know.
Well, he met his wife, Anne Bancroft, at a rehearsal of the Perry Como show. Now, that's a name that's going to escape our young colleague.
Yeah, I think
I know
so.
Perry Como.
Perry Como.
Pomo?
What?
Did you really just say Carrie Pomo?
No, I said Perry Como.
Oh, you said
Okay.
Perry Como. It's very few people.
See, it's an
I'm
age thing
familiar.
with us.
Yeah,
we have
Very
selective
few, very
hearing.
few people know that Perry Como was once married to Betty Davies.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yes, Mark, I heard that your guest, Colin, he's Southern Indiana.
Yes,
Yep.
USI. He's a senior at USI.
Years ago, Rick Curtis was the basketball coach.
Yes.
He was from Noble.
Really? Well, I remember when he was an assistant
Well-
coach at SIUE.
Well, when Noble came calling at Louisville, he just would pour in about 30.
I bet you he had 35, 40 points.
Yeah, well, hey, he was 6'4", you know.
That's that land of the giants up in Noble, right?
He was a lefty, Mike.
Really?
I remember Noble High School always having a couple of big kids who were
well-
6'4", 6'5".
Yep.
Mark.
Yes, sir.
Back in, 84, 85, Leon Stallard
Does that name ring a bell to you, Mark?
Actually, I'm not
Average.
familiar.
averaged about 35 a game.
What
And
happened
they
to those
didn't have
guys?
I think.
There's nobody that.
Leon,
Did he go on to
Leon.
coach?
Leon lives over at Olney.
Okay. Did he
But
go on to coach somewhere too?
I don't think so,
Okay.
Mark. I think he got out of. I think he went into business.
Okay.
He in Class A, he was either number 1 or number 2. They got all kinds of plaques over there in the hallway at Noble High School.
All right.
All right. Well,
So,
thanks
yeah.
for that. The morning mention
Yeah.
of
You're
one of the
welcome.
greats up north
Oh.
side.
Colin's all right.
Colin's all right. Thank you. You're all right, buddy.
Good.
Thanks for
You
calling,
know,
in, Gary.
Annie, you got the scepter put on your shoulder there. Gilda Radner
high praise.
was born on this date in 1946.
Rosanna Dana.
That's right. One of the 7 original Saturday
Didn't
Night
she
Live
also
cast
play?
members.
Who was it? Todd and
Lisa.
Todd and Lisa. Yeah, she was
Yes,
Lisa,
sir.
right?
Yes, she was. She died in 1989. She met her future husband, Gene Wilder, speaking of Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
Of course, he was in Young Frankenstein. On the movie of Hanky Panky in 1982. When she got sick, they misdiagnosed her as having an eating disorder. If they'd done a little bit of research, they'd seen that her mother, her grandmother, and her cousin had all died of ovarian cancer, and that's what she died of.
Kind of like John Dutton on
Yes.
that what
It's Yellowstone.
Yellowstone.
We're both into
know.
that. Have you seen that yet?
I haven't.
So for the entire first season, he'll go and he's holding his stomach, he's holding his side.
Yeah.
They thought he had colon cancer.
Really, he'd eaten 2 pork burger pizzas.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. And so in the last episode of season 1, he collapses and the vet's on scene
Right.
and they pull him in there and they x-ray him and he goes, "Well, you don't have colon cancer, you got
A bleeding ulcer.
indigestion."
Yeah, and then she operated on him right there. Now, I don't want any vets cutting on me, okay? They can have my hound,
All right.
but not me.
Okay.
Kathy Bates, born on this date in 1948. She's 71 today.
She is a pretty darn good actress.
Academy Award winner, 2 Emmys. She got her big break in Hollywood through the movie Misery in 1990, Fried Green Tomatoes in 1991, Titanic 1997. She's had a list.
She played Molly Brown in Titanic, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right. TV, she's been on something called Harry's Law in 2011 and 2012. 2.5 Men, she was on one season, season 9 in 2012. I think she won an Emmy for that.
Yeah.
American Horror Story in 2014.
She's
She
done a lot.
also she successfully battled ovarian cancer and breast cancer as well. John Elway. Now hold on, don't say a word. I'm looking at my my young colleague here. John Elway. Does that ring a bell at all?
See what he says.
The name John Elway does.
Okay, what's he do?
I couldn't tell you.
Well, he's 58 today. He was the quarterback
Oh yeah.
of the Denver Broncos. Now he's their general manager.
I was waiting for him to say, well, he's the general manager of the Broncos.
Well,
Well, I couldn't decide if he was sports or
let me tell you something. When you
TV
take a
and
picture
film.
and look at him now, it'll make you feel old.
Yeah.
John looks like he's had a rough stretch.
Yeah.
And I say that as I look into the camera so that people can say, Mike, John hasn't had a rough a stretch as you, bud.
Oh, I
So-
think he has.
He's had a rough stretch. Anyway, he was 2-time Super Bowl winner, 9-time
But he
Pro
also
Bowl
lost
winner.
like 4 or 5, didn't he?
Oh, yes, he did.
Yeah.
He did do a lot.
He won
No,
his
he
last.
didn't lose 4 or
He lost
5.
his last 2. He won his last 2, but he
Yeah.
lost about 4 before that.
I think he lost 2 before that.
Okay.
'Cause I
Married.
think the other 2 were.
He went to
Different
Stanford.
quarterbacks.
He was an All-American at Stanford.
Yep.
And I think he was number 1 in the pick. Remember, he said, "I'm not going to Cleveland or someplace like
No,
that."
I think it was Baltimore.
You're right. And he ended up in Denver, where he played for 16 years. Now he's the general manager. He married, had 4 kids, got a divorce in 2003, and hasn't gotten married. That's the reason why he looks so rough. He doesn't have the benefit that you and I have.
Yeah.
Mark.
He doesn't have that good home cooking.
That loving wife at home. You know what I mean? Colin, you have that to look forward to, my friend. You know what I mean?
I do look forward to it.
Somewhere out there's a woman with your name on her. Kelly Pickler is 32 today.
But
she's a singer.
Well, there you go. You know that.
She's a singer.
She is a singer.
Well, yeah, she's also big on the Hallmark movie circuit.
Yes, she is.
Ooh,
She
I
sure
think
is.
so, Yeah.
Her and her husband have a reality show. Here's a creative name. I Love Kelly Pickler. That's the name of the reality show.
Now, if I'm not, didn't she got her start on American Idol, right?
She did.
And wasn't she like
Sixth place?
She was like came up from, the trailer house.
You got it.
area?
I'm going there. I'm
Okay.
going there. Okay. She was in the 5th season of American Idol. She got 6th place. Her first album, Small Town Girl, was certified gold. It sold 900,000 units. She was on Dancing with the Stars. And Mom was convicted of writing bad checks at the Walmart. You can't write these kinds of country stories. Mom got nailed for writing bad checks at Walmart.
And-
Dad
and
also was
and I
incarcerated.
went to pick her up in the rain.
That's right. And we got hit by a train. Dad also done a little time.
You don't even know my name.
We could write one right here.
I think good.
That's right. While I was eating on my pork burger pizza. Grandparents took over while she was in grade school, and she would have been disappointed here yesterday, Colin. Why would she have been disappointed here?
Because
She's a vegetarian.
Does not eat pork.
That's right, buddy. She's a vegetarian. And that's the reason why she wasn't not going to be excited about being a part of morning coffee. By the way, I'm back on coffee.
Well, that's good to
Did you
hear.
see this?
Yeah.
Right
I
here,
noticed.
yeah.
I noticed the energy level is up.
I was in bad shape beginning of this week. I don't mind telling you. I'd gone like 5 or 6 days without coffee, and I had that gastritis, and I was not a pleasant person to be around. So you're lucky,
As
Colin.
if you
I'm glad.
as if you were
I'm this
Happy
delightful person this morning because I have my caffeine.
And you had your pork burger pizza
I had my
yesterday.
pork burger pizza yesterday, and
And Vaughn is bringing some food back.
he's hauling back the egg McMuffins.
Now the
as we
question
speak.
is he going to make it before I leave?
Something tells me you're going to stick around, aren't you, dude?
Yeah, probably.
On this
will.
date, June 28th, in 1945, General Douglas MacArthur announced the end of Japanese resistance in the Philippines. What did he say? I shall return. And
No,
he did.
No, he did not say I shall return. When he announced the ending of it, he said
I'm
did
just
return.
saying, at the
I
beginning,
did return.
when he
And
got
I-
overrun in the Philippines,
And I
he
laid
said,
the smack down.
he said, I shall return.
Oh, yeah.
And guess what? He came back.
Yep.
He did return. And he kicked their butts.
Uh-huh.
1951, Amos and Andy moved to CBS TV from radio. Let me tell you something. In the history of mass communications, Colin, as you studied that, as
Yeah.
I'm sure, if you ever saw an episode of Amos and Andy, you'd go, how in the world?
I have.
How in the world did that get on network television?
Yeah. It was one of my first entry. It was survey of broadcasting. So it's one of my very first classes.
It was big on
We did a
radio. And it
whole-
was huge on TV.
a whole unit on Amos and Andy. I wrote a paper about it.
Did you really? That's wonderful. See, this is the kind of thing we need to add to this show. A certain amount of intellectualism, don't you think?
I never had to write any papers when I was in radio school.
That's because you did everything in crayon.
True.
19
Actually, it's magic marker. The,
19
the ones that smell.
Yeah.
You probably smoked a few crayons in your life too. 1972.
I didn't inhale, though.
Yeah, look good. 72, U.S. President Nixon announced that no new draftees would be sent to Vietnam. Speaking as somebody who was a sophomore in high school, way to go, Dick
Yeah,
Nixon.
I-
Way to go, buddy, because my number was coming up.
You would have had to graduate high school first, though.
Well, yes, I know, but you still had to. You picked the numbers while you were in high school.
Really?
Oh, yes. You're that much younger than me.
Well, I mean, I had to register, but I
Right.
didn't know you had to pick
Oh,
the
my number.
yourself. No, I had no idea.
Let me tell you something, Colin. What great motivator that was for you to be successful in
Right.
college. Because if you didn't, you ended up like the guys in Animal House.
Yeah.
You were on your way to Saigon. That was a great motivator. 1997, Mike Tyson was disqualified. Why?
Because he bit Evander
bit-
Holyfield's ear off.
Bit someone's ear.
Evander Holyfield.
Yeah, spit it on the floor. Yeah, it was. Let me tell you.
Here's your real deal, Holyfield.
Probably wouldn't want him here for a pork burger, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Or, for that matter, an Egg McMuffin, which is on its way. 1998, the Cincinnati Enquirer apologized to Chiquita Banana Company and retracted their stories that had questioned the company's business practices. They also agreed to pay more than $10 million to settle legal. What did they say bad about Chiquita Banana?
Well, I mean, remember the old logo they used to have
Yeah.
with the lady with the
Yes.
big
Nanners on
fruit
her head.
headdress?
Uh-huh. You think that was it?
Well, it might have been. I don't know.
2007, the American bald eagle removed from the endangered species list.
That's good.
Music history. 1986, Wham! Made their farewell concert appearance at London's Wembley Stadium. Elton John made an appearance in a clown suit
Oh, wow.
to sing a song and then came back later to sing Candle in the Wind. That's all he ever sings at
Yeah,
concerts.
pretty much. I had an album with Wham that one of their first albums. They were,
I thought
they
you
were-
said you recorded one.
what I thought he was-
You and George Michael like this.
you mean
no,
George Michael and I go way back.
I purchased a Wham album years and years ago when they first came out,
Yeah.
and they had black slick back hair and wore black, and they were like rappers.
Wow.
George got himself in a little trouble, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
George Michael. You don't do those sort of things.
No.
Don't let it happen around here. Don't be hanging around Leo French Park if you're George Michael.
Yeah.
All right, Colin, here's the question of the day.
Oh, boy.
Will you fill up this weekend prior to Monday's increased Illinois gas tax? Now you go to
Yeah.
Evansville.
I live in Evansville, primarily, so I have the
You
luxury
live in
of.
Evansville, and you made that hour trip.
Yeah.
And you didn't even stop at the donut bank
Yes.
or Bullards to pick up donuts.
We're gonna
Come
have-
on, man.
We've got more hammering to do on you after we take this time out. We'll come back with the question of the day.
Let me ask you a question. How do you feel about genetically modified ingredients?
Don't like them.
Artificial flavors and colors?
No thanks.
Clean ingredients.
Now that I like.
When you care about what's in things and what's not, shouldn't your vitamins be clean too? Sundown vitamins are all clean all the time. Non-GMO, free of gluten and dairy, with colors and flavors from real food. We even have USDA certified Sundown Organics and kids vitamins too. When you're living clean, choose clean with Sundown vitamins at supermarkets, drugstores, or on Amazon.
Now's the time to find your color, your paint, and everything to get started during red, white, and blue savings at the Home Depot. Transforming your room is easier than ever. With the best deals online and in-store, you can confidently select your color and the tools for your next paint project. Get a colorful new experience and the right paint for the right price. Save $10 on 1 gallon and $40 off 3 and 5 gallons for a limited time only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Limit 25 gallons per household. See store for details.
At Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics, your family's care team is close to home. But it's not just about convenience, it's about quality care. From routine care to acute needs, Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics in Carmi and McLeansboro have you covered. Plus, same-day appointments are available and a Carmi walk-in clinic on Saturdays for those unexpected illnesses. With 7 providers and 9 specialty care clinics, maybe it's time to take another look at Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics.
This is Christy, and Carnaby has kicked off our Super Summer Sale. All Brighton sandals, flips, and straw handbags are 25% off. You'll find a packed rack of 50 to 75% merchandise too. With your $125 Brighton purchase, receive a free Rainbow Bright canvas tote. Come see the Carnaby girls and let us get you ready for all your summer fun. Open late on Thursdays and Saturdays till 5.
On Saturday, June 29th, Homestead Vineyards in West Salem invites you to their annual Freedom Celebration. Live entertainment from the Lynch Brothers Band from 1:30 to 4:30. The Smoke Rings from 4:30 to 8:30. Plan on staying for a great view of the West Salem fireworks. Concessions will be available from Beer Bones Barbecue. Homestead Vineyards Freedom Celebration, Saturday, June 29th from noon until after the fireworks. Turn south on Broadway and drive till you see the grapes.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when Robert Kennedy won presidential primaries in South Dakota and California?
My thanks to all of you, and now it's on to Chicago, and let's win there.
Moments later, 2 shots ended his life.
Oh my God, Senator Kennedy has been shot, and possibly shot in the head.
President Johnson nominated Abe Fortas for Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Don Drysdale pitched his 6th straight shutout. Ed Sullivan celebrated 20 years on TV. And here's what the new music sounded like.
Just call me angel of the morning.
Here come the judge. MacArthur's Park is melting in the dark.
Turns out Plastic Man and you better think of love.
Only is a man without love.
Reach out in the night. Through the tulips.
Well, what do you think? The answer and a twist of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
When describing traditional products like checking or savings accounts, many banks use the words personal banking. At F&B, we like to focus on the personal side of that term. How? By always applying personal attention, by always delivering with personal care, and by treating you like a person, not an account. F&B, Banking, Business, Life. Member FDIC.
June 1968. This guy's in love with you.
Herb Alpert, and This Guy's in Love with You. The top song of June 1968. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another time capsule.
Hi folks, it's Sandy at Gale Sales and Service. Have I got some good news for you? The classic Speed Queen washer is back. You know, the one that has a 2-speed motor with all-metal transmission. And ladies, guess what? There's no lid lock. These units are tested for 10,400 cycles and designed to deliver 25 years life expectancy in the home. It's also covered by a 3-year part and labor warranty. Come in and check out these old-style new machines at Gale Sales and Service, 1605 West Main in Fairfield. We have free delivery within 20 miles and service after the sale. That's Gale Sales and Service in Fairfield.
So fireworks, the topic on the question of the day, not the pork burger pizza, huh?
No, we'll explore that next week.
Okay.
Mark, next week during the 4th of July. By the way, we will if you.
Are we going to be here on the 4th of July?
What do you mean? Are we going to be here? Yes, of course we're going to be here. Guess who our guest is on July 4th?
No idea.
You know, that's the 1-year anniversary of Morning Coffee.
So you're going to be the guest?
No, Double D is.
Are you serious? The question is he going to bring in food? Is it even going to make it in the door?
No, I doubt it very much. But that is next week. Next Monday is the 1-year anniversary of Morning Coffee. Can you believe we've been doing this for a year?
I can't believe that we've been allowed to stay on the air this long.
It's taken an awful lot of pushback by me. By the way, that if you wanted to, we would more than happily supply you with some tickets to the Homestead Vineyards Freedom Celebrations coming up on Saturday night.
I didn't win yesterday. I was the only caller, and I didn't win yesterday.
You and I'll talk. You and I'll talk about this afterwards. You understand? Okay. The question was
anyway. The phone number.
No, it wasn't about fireworks. It's about
if you want to go.
Yes.
To
yes, you're welcome to
just
call.
Give
We'll
call at 842-3715. We'll set you up with a couple of tickets.
We'll do that. The question was, will you fill up this weekend prior to Monday's increased Illinois gas tax? We had 215 votes.
Did we get any no's?
37.
Really?
37 people.
They're going to be out of town this weekend.
I've got a pickup truck that's being worked on with an empty gas tank. It's not going to be available till Tuesday. I'm just out of luck.
He's going to get a big gas can and go down and fill it up.
That's probably a good idea. So you're going to fill up over in Indiana all the time.
Yeah. I have that
Smart
luxury.
Thing. Well, I've got people here that responded that said, I'm going to fill up in Indiana. I'm going to fill up in Indiana. That response keeps coming up.
If you're closer, it makes sense. If you're a little further east, maybe not the drive from Fairfield.
No, it makes no sense if you're on an hour over there. How long does it take you to get over there?
An hour.
Okay.
From here.
Sean says it's part of life in Illinois. You'll have to deal with it. Okay, well, that's the voice of reality.
But the question was not. The question was, are you going to fill up before?
And there's people that say they're not, and I think I am.
Well, heck yeah.
Might as well. That and a couple of things for my my lawnmowers too. I'm going to get the whole shebang. I'm going to buy a tanker. Gerald. Prices go up, gas prices go up, and there's going to be 3 times the amount of idiots on the road. Happens all the time. So
what?
That's what he said. There's going to be more people on the road even. Now, here's what I said in the commentary this morning. Here's what I believe. Over-the-road truckers on I-70, they will stop in Indiana before they cross the line, and they'll fill up. Or if they're coming from the west and they get to St. Louis, they're going to fill up over there in St. Louis County before they, and then they're just going to drive through Illinois.
Right. And I think that's what most people are going to do.
So, it's not. It starts 19 cents additional. That means there's already 19 cents, 38 cents. Now, the other thing is if you have a diesel vehicle, it's even more. It's an additional 24 cents a gallon. Wow.
So, and it's fixed with the rate of inflation. So
it keeps going up.
Every year it'll go up.
This is why we love this place.
And it's all going to rebuild Illinois, which is Chicago.
The question is, if
you sound cynical, my friend.
If it's an extra 19 cents a gallon, okay, I don't mind paying that. If Maine and Delaware are going to get fixed, if I-57 and I-64 are going to get fixed, but I think it's more going to be like more I-80 and
it is. I was reading about the Chicago Tribune wrote about it, and basically all the money is that Chicago metropolitan area.
Sure Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yes. Hey, I wanted to address your fuel tax
Yes.
on the semi drivers.
Yeah.
Most of these drivers, all of them travel interstate, will have to pay IFTA, and you have to report your miles in each state, so they will still have to pay the Illinois tax. Even though
I did not know that.
Yeah, I did not know that either.
Thank you. I didn't realize that was part and parcel of what you're paying on mileage, not on the purchase of the gasoline.
Okay.
Or the diesel.
All right. Well,
thank you very much.
Thanks for the heads up. Thank you.
We do appreciate that. Okay, you got your pick here. I've got a lot of interesting stories. Okay.
Yeah.
So we can talk about Jackie Onassis' estate going on sale. We can talk about a long simmering feud between Richard Dreyfuss and Bill Murray. Remember the movie they were in together? What About Bob?
Yes.
There were problems in the selection in that movie. A North Carolina couple paid a cool $25,000 to clone their cat. What do you think about that? You think you got an extra 25 to take care of that hairless dog you got downtown?
No.
He's gone, right?
He's gone.
Do you have an old car? You just bought a new one. You just bought a new car, didn't you?
It wasn't a new one.
Well, it's
New to
a
me.
new to you.
Yeah.
Okay. But do you have people are keeping their cars much longer. How's your car go?
06, 07.
I have a
It's a Mercury, so it's a dinosaur.
I have a 1998 Dodge pickup.
Out of the three we own, I think the delivery van is an 04. And then we have a 09 and an 11 model.
The average age of cars and trucks in the United States has hit a record. How old do you think the average vehicle is in the United States?
I'd say 6 or 7 years old.
You want to take a guess, Colin?
I'll just do 10.
11.8 years.
Ooh.
Wow. That's because they now let you finance them for 12 years.
That's true. The average age has gone up 0.1 years from 2018. People are feeling comfortable keeping vehicles longer because they're built better than in the past, according to Sheldon Bunning. Montana has the oldest average age of vehicles at 16.6 years.
It's because they're all farm trucks and stuff.
Yeah.
While the youngest is Vermont, an average age of 9.9 years.
That's because they put a lot of miles, because there's no easy way to get anywhere in Vermont or to Vermont.
Yeah.
Oh my. Have you heard about this new technology? A newly developed artificial neutral network. You send them, this is how you get even with somebody that you broke up with.
Did you
Oh,
say
boy.
a
Have you heard about
neutral?
this?
Did you say a neutral network?
Yes. Neural.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I mispronounced it. It's
Mike
sort of like
Davies. How about Mike Davies? Give him a hand.
Mike Davies' eyes. Neural network. Sorry. I put a T in. Here's what happens. It's called Deep Nude. You send a picture of your former girlfriend or boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
This form of technology attaches that head to a like unclothed body.
Oh my gosh.
So they're photoshopping.
Yes, but
Yikes.
apparently is much more sophisticated than that, to the point where then when you post it,
Mm-hmm.
you're breaking various
Laws.
I would think laws.
Yeah.
Various privacy laws.
Yeah. So it's
Good
like
grief.
a Photoshop. You're right. Wow, that's scary.
That's pretty. Yeah.
Put me on top of a walrus. My head. Richard Dreyfuss. I'll get to that. For a
Yeah.
second.
Richard Dreyfuss and Bill Murray.
He has a bone to
what's the
pick with
deal,
Bill
man?
Murray.
Well, Bill Murray was kind of annoying in that.
Yeah, they didn't get along in the movie.
That's it. But I mean, it was beyond that.
So it was method acting. They were just
Yes.
really getting into their characters.
He says that Bill Murray was nothing more than an Irish drunken bully during the filming of What About Bob in 1991. That's a long time ago. I think it's a great movie. I love the movie. Murray plays an obsessive compulsive and neurotic patient who ends up following his therapist on vacation. According to him, Bill got drunk at dinner. He was an Irish drunken bully. That's what he was. Dreyfuss, who's 71, recalled a night when he approached the funny man to reread a change to the script that he felt was a hysterical addition.
Was he a funny man or a drunken man at that time?
Well, he's funny and drunk. He leaned back, picked up a modern glass-blown ashtray, and threw it at Dreyfuss, missing him. Murray would say he probably meant to miss him.
At least it was modern.
Well,
yes.
No, Murray probably said,
there were two of you, and I aimed at the right. I should have went left.
Dreyfuss said it weighed about 3/4 of a pound. He missed me. He tried to hit me. I got up and left. So they can't get along. So anyway, he says that he also talked out of school on Harrison Ford and Bo Hopkins. You ever heard of Bo Hopkins? That name ring a bell at all?
No.
Said both of them allegedly threw him in the shallow end of a swimming pool after the two of them got drunk one night. It sounds like Richard Dreyfuss can't get along with anybody.
Yeah. Sounds like Richard Dreyfuss has a Richard Dreyfuss problem.
Possibly.
Yeah.
What about Richard?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say about the couple that paid $25,000 to.
I just don't know. They're being bullies, and they're drunk and they're Irish.
North Carolina couple paid a cool $25,000 to clone their beloved cat, which had been with them since they were newlyweds. Brian and Ashley Bullerick decided to duplicate rescue cat Cinnabon.
What a name.
They named the cat Cinnabon?
Cinnabon.
As far as cat names go.
Well, yeah, I guess.
This one is 19 years old.
That's an old cat. Now what does that equate to in human years?
19? Oh, dog years is 7, right?
Yeah, dog years is like every year.
Well, I don't
for
know.
a dog
Cat years
is
got to be
7
longer,
years.
doesn't it?
Because they have 9 lives.
All right, Colin, look that up.
All right.
Get on that, Colin. The couple had hoped that the original feline would meet the genetic twin, but sadly, Cinnabon died before Cinnabon 2 arrived.
Ah, okay.
Incredibly, the new Cinnabon sleeps in exactly the same spot the original Cinnabon used to slumber, at the top of Ashley's pillow.
Here's a clue, Ashley. It's the same cat.
Do you understand what cloning means? Anyway, they're a couple from Charlotte, and they've got $25,000 of expendable money to spend on cloned
If I had
cats.
$25,000 in expendable money, you know what I'd do?
What did you do?
I'd take another vacation.
You'd have to get the time off, first of all, dude.
This
Yes,
this cat year chart,
yes,
which has a geriatric cat at 15 years plus.
All right, what's that in human
is
years?
76 to 100 plus years.
So Cinnamon's up there.
What does
She was
it
probably
equate to?
100.
It's like 3 years to every human year or something like that?
Looks like a cat that's 0 to 6 months is 0 to 10 years as a cat or as a
So
human.
about 10 years
so
then,
it was about
okay.
10 years, yeah.
All right. Well, so now you have
I have
trivia for
I have
us.
Seinfeld trivia.
Ooh, okay. Oh, wonderful. So give us
And
the
this is,
questions.
we have visitors.
Gary Carter here
Gary
of
Carter
the
here,
Wayne
yep.
County Fair Association. Yes,
Because the fair starts next week.
Sure does. We're going to be out there one day.
All right.
In the morning.
Okay, Seinfeld trivia today. All right, and these are courtesy of Tom Levine, by the way.
All right.
What is George Costanza's middle name?
Oh, I don't know that.
All right. Jerry attempts to buy a marble rye for George's future in-laws. Name the bakery where he gets that marble rye.
I know. I remember the marble rye.
Uh-huh. All right. Jerry mugs the old lady that buys the last marble rye. She later shows up at his parents' house during Mr. Seinfeld's impeachment proceedings.
That's right.
What does she ask for to drink?
Oh, man, this is detailed
This is-
stuff.
This is deep Seinfeld knowledge.
Yeah. What book did Elaine's father write?
I don't know. He was a real curmudgeon, though. I
Yeah.
know that.
Mhm. What was the only item that survived in the fire that consumed Mr. Ross's cabin?
I know that one.
All righty. Who really won the contest?
Well, it was. I believe it was. I'm not saying. I can't say.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I have a pretty good idea. We know. You know what the contest was? We're not going to go there either, Colin. I'll tell you afterwards. Okay. If your dad hasn't told you, I'll tell you. Okay.
All right. What was the profession of Maria Penny, the Virgin, in
Yes.
Seinfeld?
Yes.
Okay. In one episode, Jerry gets a new couch, which is soiled by Poppy.
Yes.
George volunteers to take the couch off Jerry's hands.
Right.
Where does the couch end up after that?
Okay.
Where did Bizarre Jerry, also known as Kevin, agree to go with Elaine that Jerry never would?
Boy, I don't know that.
And our final question. How much of a tip did George end up leaving the chambermaid on he and Jerry's trip to Los Angeles?
I remember that. He had pigeons. All right.
There
Okay.
you go.
All right. This is going to be hard.
I think so, but look, we've got people lining up out there.
All right. Good.
Hi, I'm Kathy York of the Willow Tree, located at 106 East Main Street in downtown Fairfield. We feature a new line of dinnerware available in traditional and modern colors, made by Split Pea, a Park Designs company. Stop by and browse our garden decor, lanterns and summer home decor, and inspirational gift items. Ladies, are you getting married? Sign up for our popular bridal registry. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 9:30 till 5, with extended hours till 7 on Thursdays throughout the month of June. See you at the Willow Tree in Fairfield.
The Infinity 20 air conditioner from Carrier combines the energy efficiency of Green Speed Intelligence with the convenience of Infinity controls. The system only uses the energy needed to respond more precisely to your comfort needs. With reduced temperature swings, improved dehumidification, and ultra-quiet operation, the most advanced line of products from Carrier just got a lot cooler. Carrier, turn to the experts. Call Sam or Kara at Complete HVAC and Plumbing at 445-3329 and ask about replacement Carrier cartridge filters at discounted prices.
Today's WFIW Business of the Day is Gatsby Gaming, Wayne County.
Gatsby's Gaming invites you to our Wayne County location. Gatsby's Gaming has our video gaming machines live, and we are now open 7 days a week. We are excited to provide an incredible gaming lineup with the newest video slot games available. Gatsby's Gaming has 5 new video gaming terminals with a vast variety of games. We supply free chips and soda to gamers while playing. Must be 21 to enter. Gatsby's Gaming, Wayne County, 1476 Illinois Highway 15, Fairfield.
Now open 9 a.m. Monday through Saturday and 1 p.m. on Sundays.
Hey, did you go out for breakfast?
Yup, got a sausage McMuffin with egg from McDonald's, melty cheese, and a buttery English muffin. You?
Cereal. Just dry cereal.
You know, that kind of looks like what we feed the parakeet.
Yeah, that's probably why he's giving me the stink eye.
Good thing I got a McMuffin for you, too.
There's a better way to breakfast.
Get a savory sausage biscuit with crispy hash browns for just $1.50. Price and participation may vary. For a limited time, cannot be combined with combo meal.
You've stopped smoking or don't smoke. Congratulations. But you vape or chew. Hold the confetti. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Going smokeless or vaping or hookah are not substitutes for cigarettes and tobacco in general. All contain highly addictive nicotine that makes quitting for good a pipe dream. Quit and stay quit. Call 1-866-QUIT-YES from the Illinois Department of Public Health and the American Lung Association in Illinois. QuitYes.org.
Isn't this a great time of year? With cookouts, baseball games, and vacation getaways, there's always something to do. It's also a great time to buy a new car, truck, or SUV. This is Anthony Over with White County Ford Chrysler in Carmine, and we know how busy you are this time of year. That's why we're making it easy to buy your next new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, or Jeep with special summer prices. Make your summer gray with a new car, truck, or SUV from White County Ford Chrysler on Route 1 in Carmine.
Tired of high-priced service calls? At Finley's Refrigeration, I take pride in answering all calls and giving prompt, courteous 24-hour emergency service. We service all brands and will install high-quality new equipment to keep your home or business comfortable all year round. We accept all major credit cards, checks, and cash. Save yourself a lot of money and a lot of heartache today by calling or texting Finley's Refrigeration for all your cooling and heating needs at 618-599-9888. That's 618-599-9888.
There's no glory in getting beat upon the job. Aches and pains aren't trophies. They're just barriers keeping pros like you from getting work done. But Ferris commercial mowers help you finish strong and feel good doing it with patented suspension technology. Technology that reduces the effects of uneven terrain, virtually eliminating shock to the chassis and your body, letting you mow faster and get more done. Visit Act Tire and Automotive in Florida today for a test drive. Ferris, work hard, feel good.
Time for Radar Weather. It is brought to you this morning by the Connard Financial Group.
Before going on vacation, you need to know what to pack. Preparing for your financial future is similar. Without proper planning, you could very well be left out in the cold. I can offer you a variety of investment strategies designed for your specific needs. Call me, Chris Connard, at 842-7855, located at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield. Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned. Give us a like on Facebook.
Fairfield area forecast, partly sunny skies today, high 90, clear tonight, low 74. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, high 92. Sunny and 92 on Sunday, and from Monday, partly sunny with a high 92. Overnight low 67. Yesterday's high was 87. Currently, humidity is at 85%. Winds are calm, pressure at 30.18. 77 and sunshine right now at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar showing no precipitation anywhere in the state of Illinois. Radar weather brought to you this morning by the Connard Financial Group. And it's time for Seinfeld Trivia.
By the way, I'll see you about 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. I'll be downtown, and I'll interview Ruthie Shelton. So that should be interesting.
All righty. Are we ready to go?
Go for it.
All right. What is George Costanza's middle name?
I don't know. His dad's name's Frank, so I'm going to take a shot at that.
Nope.
What is it?
Colin?
No idea.
No idea? How about a hint?
Okay.
He was a king in France.
Louis?
Louis. Or Louis.
It is Louis?
Louis or Louis.
Okay.
Whatever.
I was going to say Charlemagne.
That would have been wrong.
That would have been close. All right, number 2. Jerry attempts to buy a marble rye for George's future in-laws. Name the bakery he goes to.
I don't have a clue. I remember the marble rye, but I don't remember anything.
Schnitzer's.
I would never have guessed that.
Yeah, I don't know. Jerry mugs the old lady, buys the last marble rye. She later shows up at his parents' house during Mr. Seinfeld's impeachment procedure.
Yes, he was the head of the condo down in
What
Florida.
does she ask for to drink?
Morning coffee. I have no idea.
Sweet tea.
Hot water with lemon.
This is the kind of minutia that just...
Yeah.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
don't know. What book did Elaine's father write?
He was like I said, he was a curmudgeon. I mean, I never saw him smile, so it has to be something very unpleasant. So I have no idea though.
Fair Game.
Fair Game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking out here at
None of the people out there in the peanut
nobody
gallery
even knows.
No, they don't have a clue.
It has nothing to do with
They're
MASH,
just waiting around because they want to hear. They want to hear about the contest. Go ahead.
MASH.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. What was the only item that survived the fire that consumed Mr. Ross's cabin?
It was a letter, a love letter from a man that he used to work with, John
Close.
Cheever.
Close. A box of letters.
Okay. John Cheever was the name of the guy.
All right. Okay, in Seinfeld, who really won the contest?
I was going to say it's a toss-up between Jerry and George. I'm going to go
Not
ahead.
Kramer.
It wasn't Kramer. I can remember Kramer losing it. And again, stick around. I'll tell you about the contest in a few minutes, Colin. I'll say George.
Jerry, I'm going to guess.
Jerry.
Oh, okay.
Seinfeld.
All right. There you go.
You only had 2 chances.
Boom shakalaka. Well, I took the other one.
In one episode, Jerry gets a new couch, which is soiled by Poppy.
Right.
George volunteers to take the couch off Jerry's hands. Where does the couch eventually end up?
I think it's back with Jerry.
No.
No? Kramer?
Mr. Pitt's building.
Oh, that's where Elaine worked.
Yeah.
Publisher.
And here's our final question. Where did Bizarro Jerry, also known as Kevin, agree to go with Elaine that Jerry never would go?
The circus?
Nope.
Where? Charlemagne.
Not
no.
Charlemagne.
No.
No, no idea.
The Museum of Miniatures.
That was fascinating.
All right, one more for you.
Okay.
One more. I forgot that. How much of a tip did George end up leaving the chambermaid on he and Jerry's trip to Los Angeles?
$1.
No idea.
Nothing.
He didn't.
He didn't leave a tip.
Well, that's probably the kinds of problems that creates for you when you don't leave. You must tip with passion when you're at a place like that. Don't you agree?
Well, especially when you first get there.
Absolutely.
You need to tip well.
That's right. All right, Colin, it was fun.
It doesn't really need to matter if you tip any other time, but you got to tip the first day because then they'll keep coming back. Yeah.
Colin, thank you for your contribution to the morning show by doing the history feature. We really appreciate that. You do a professional job, and we want to have you back again. I think it was fun being able to have you here.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I'll see you tomorrow downtown.
All right. We have to explain the contest to him. So.
That's just stick around here, bud.
I think I'm going to leave.
All right. Fine.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Oh, by the way, have fun at Founders Festival tomorrow.
All the important news here first. This is WFIW FM Fairfield, the station listened to, not just heard, 104.9 FM.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center, where you can save up to $600 on Serta iComfort mattress sets through July 8th at Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in downtown Wayne City.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Joe Biden says about President Trump in his closing remarks at last night's Democratic Party presidential debate.
He's the only president who has engaged and embraced dictators and thumbed their nose at our allies.
California Congressman Eric Swalwell says about Biden's age.
Joe Biden was right when he said it was time to pass the torch to a new generation of Americans 32 years ago. He's still right today.
California Senator Kamala Harris attacked Biden for bragging about working with segregationists and opposing federal school desegregation efforts in the 70s. Harris says after the debate hosted by NBC News.
There is a lot of work that Joe Biden has done that I applaud. But this is one issue on which we disagree.
The next debates are next month in Detroit. A small plane crashes into a house in Hope Mills, North Carolina, killing the pilot and one person in that home, sending another to the hospital with serious injuries. It happened just before midnight. This is Fox News.
I'm Jeff Vaughn with today's news headlines. The Fairfield Founders Festival is scheduled for tomorrow. The bicentennial celebration will begin at 8 a.m. with an open market, and Mayor Brent McGuire will give an opening address at 12:30. Area students will receive art awards after that. On-stage entertainment will begin at 2 and is slated to wind down at 10 o'clock. The Career Development Center says the declining recycling market has reached a point it's not seen in over a decade. As such, the CDC and Wayne County Recycling are asking for support in the Green Patron Recycling Support Group. People may call 842-2691